Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you had seen my first episode, I showed you how to make some snowmen, like little beanie babies. Today I'm going to show you how to make a penguin. My son is home with me, my 3-year-old son, so you probably will hear him. He'll probably come in and start chatting to me. But I'll try and communicate with him and you guys at the same time. I thought today would be a good day to show you how to do a penguin, but I couldn't do it any other day. So, I mean, my son's funny, he'll chat, he's not too bad. But, right, let's get started. So we've got the penguin here. I have got a cold, so I'll just apologise now. I'll start by showing you how to make the body. Now what I have here is a leftover piece of scrap sock, which I had for one of my other penguins. I'm making actually loads of these for a Christmas fete I'm organising for charity. So I would have shown you all the other ones I've made, but I actually haven't got them. They're all being kept in stock at my dad's house. So what you want to do is pour your rice into your sock, and you don't want to fill it to the top. You want to fill it about halfway, because the actual rice just goes at the bottom of the body, like so. And then you want to get some stuffing and then roll it up, place that in. So if you pinch the top, that's how big your body's going to be. So comparing them to the others, it's about right. Maybe it's going to be slightly smaller, but that doesn't matter. And then grab a rubber band and then tighten that as tight as you can go, like so. Now there's a lot of excess here, so as close as you can get it to the rubber band, just snip that bit off, like that, and that's what you're left with. Okay, next step I think we should do is the eyes. Now I have these little stickers here. They're really cheap. You can get them at Poundworld, or some of the actual kids magazines do a lot of these stickers. So if you've got a little girl or a little boy, grab them and put them aside if you know they're not going to use them, because these come in handy for all sorts of different crafts. So let's get the glue gun and decide what sort of side you want your face. So I'll go with that side. Actually, that bit there. So do 2 dots for the eyes. And for the penguins, I do them slightly closer than what I do for the snowman. And just be really careful, because this is where I burn myself all the time. I know they're sticky, but they're obviously not going to stay on the socks for very long, so that's why the hot glue comes in handy. So, and then just squeeze that right in, so you know they're definitely stuck.
It's pink.
Oh right, that's good, eh?
Oh, nice.
Is it nice, is it? Right. So you got the eyes. Then what we want next is the nose.
It's cake.
Yeah. So what we need to get is some felt, which is ever so cheap. It's about, I think I paid about 40p for this bit.
Mummy, it's a bow.
And all you want to do
Yeah.
is cut
Yeah.
a triangle out,
Go on to there.
like that. Right, that might be a bit big. So measure it against the eyes.
This is
Trim that down a
penguin.
little bit. What is it, Logan? A penguin?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It will be a penguin once it's finished. Right. Then you want to do a small little dab of glue.
Here.
And I've lost my nose. I don't know where I've put it. I've lost my nose. I lost my penguin nose. I'll have to cut another one. Okay, so I had lost my penguin nose, and then my camera decided to tell me memory was full. So, I've glued the nose onto the penguin. Next step is to do his tummy, which we will need some white felt for that. So, what I usually do is just cut half a circle sort of shape, or a full circle. It's completely up to you and how you want your penguin to look. So let's get the penguin there. I usually put glue on the felt. It kind of gives it a neater job. Carefully pick up your felt, then glue it to your penguin, like so. And then I think you might need some feet, so here I have some yellow felt. I usually do the feet, so if you cut out two fairly big triangles like that, then you can actually shape your feet. So cut that so you've got some sort of webbed feet. It doesn't have to be perfect, because when you put the feet on the penguin, sometimes it looks better if they're not all the same. That might sound strange, but you'll see what I mean. So glue the bottom. You want a fairly big gap, and it's up to you how you place your feet. So you could have one sticking kind of like to the side, like that. So that's his feet, and he needs a hat. So I'll just show you there. So that's how I've done feet, and then that's how he looks with his little feet. Now you can see the body here with the felt. I'm going to add some tiny amounts of glue on the bits that are overlapping, like so. You don't want to put too much, because the glue actually dries, but you can still see it, so that's why you've got to be so careful how much glue you use and where you put it, etc, etc. Okay, so what I want to do is find another sock. So I've got a full sock here. What I'm going to do is do something slightly different with the penguin. So cut your sock. Like that. Now usually I use this piece of sock for the hat, but I'm not going to use that piece today. I'll use this piece. Now all you want to do is gather the tips. You have to wash your hands in a minute. Get a rubber band and start wrapping that round as tight as you can get it. It might have been better if I had used a smaller rubber band. But that's what sort of effect you want. And then you want to get your penguin back. You want to glue all the way around the top. Like that. You can always add more glue in after. Logan, I'm not talking to you, sweetheart, I'm talking to the camera. So just place your hat on there. Gently press all the way around, and I'm probably going to have to add more glue because I want the glue to come right down to the bottom. So I think that's okay for now. Okay, so my camera decided to let me know that the memory was full again. I don't know why my camera's playing up. So get the top of the hat. What we want to do is cut it. I could do with sharper scissors. But you want like a bobbly hat effect. Try not to, and I've just accidentally cut through the elastic, which is no worries. I can just go over it with another one. So you get the idea, just to sort of do like a bubble hat effect. Ideally you don't want two rubber bands here because you can kind of see it. So I want to cover that up with something. So I have a piece of scrap sock here. If I do a really thin sort of cut out, I'm not going to need this whole piece. But if I just do that, get the glue gun, and just stick a load of glue around this rubber band, and then get the sock. Try to wrap that around a couple of times, like that, to cover up as much of the elastic as I possibly can. Like that. That bit of excess I can cut off in a minute. Ow! Just be careful, it's hot. Tell myself that all the time. Yeah, I still manage to burn myself. Right. Okay, so wrap the sock around like that. I will cut this piece off once the glue's dry. Now, the penguin is almost finished. What I like to do is add a sort of feature bit to the hat. So I have a bag here of like buttons and little gems and stuff. So what I might do is grab a button, grab a gem, like so, and all I want to do is add some glue to the hat, add the button, and then add a little piece of glue in the middle, and then add the gem. Like that. And this glue dries pretty quick, so I'll just cut off that bit I don't need. Like that. And it's starting to look pretty good. The last step I usually do is add some of this shimmer glitter. It's actually meant to be for your body, from the Body Shop. And I find it's easier than glitter and a lot more neater. I find glitter gets everywhere. This is like really light, so all you do is spray a bit there, shake it down a bit. If you got too much, it's easier to just rub it. And it's such a light coating, it will just sort of shimmer in the light, which I like, especially around Christmas. And I think our penguin is pretty much done. So there he is. They make really nice gifts. That's the last penguin I did. They make lovely gifts at Christmas. They're really inexpensive to make. I think I bought about 6 pairs of socks from Poundworld. No, about 6 packets of socks from Poundworld. There was actually 3 pairs in each packet. So I mean, I can make about 2 penguins or snowmen out of 1 packet. Sorry, not 1 packet. My head's not working properly today, I got full of a cold. Out of 1 sock, you could probably make 2 penguins, and then all the hats are made out of the scraps. And then you can go to the craft shop and buy scraps of ribbon, or you might have bits lying around at home which you can use, which I always do. I keep bits and I think I could use that. And then the stuffing, I grabbed that out of an old pillow, so I didn't have to buy that. The only stuff I really had to buy is a few little bits, like the felt. I bought these beads, but they were 99p. Got hundreds and hundreds of them in there, so they're going to last you a long time.
Hi, Mummy.
Hello, Logan. So that's pretty much it.
Hi,
If you liked this episode, please click a like and subscribe if you haven't already. My next episode is going to be some Christmas decorations, which you could do on your own or do with the kids, which is good fun, or you could do them as gifts, and they're not going to cost much, which is what I love at Christmas. You don't want to spend too much money, and it comes from the heart. Sorry for my son throughout the video, and sorry for my video cutting out. Have a nice day, and I'll see you again in the next episode. Thanks for watching.